Elisa lived for the maps that covered the wall of her tiny apartment. Each colored pin marked a dream, but the golden one, pierced into Kyoto, Japan, was more than a dream. It was a life's work. For 5 long years, she had woven the threads of that journey with an almost sacred devotion. Every yen was saved with sacrifice. Every Friday night traded for overtime became another step toward her goal. The itinerary was nothing short of a masterpiece. Bullet train schedules, temple tickets, reservations at hidden neighborhood restaurants recommended by locals, every detail calculated to perfection. Her suitcase, a triumph of order, had been packed and waiting by the door for 2 weeks, like a soldier standing by for the final command to march. That Tuesday morning, the air itself seemed to hum with the same electricity coursing through Elisa's veins. The day had arrived. The taxi was on its way. Her passport rested on the table beside the golden ticket to the land of the rising sun. And then the phone rang. On the other end, her sister's trembling voice delivered the blow that shattered Elisa's perfect world. Their mother had suffered a fall and was on her way to the hospital. The room spun. The airport, the airplane, the temples of Kyoto, all dissolved into a haze of fear and panic. She didn't hesitate. She called the airline, canceled the taxi, and rushed to the hospital. The word non-refundable from her ticket mocking her in the back of her mind. The first hours were a blur of sterile white corridors and the sharp sting of antiseptic. Frustration pressed like a knot in her throat. Anger, sorrow, and a crushing sense of injustice consumed her. Why today? Why now? She kept asking herself, even as she clutched her mother's hand. Despite her fear, her mother smiled at the sight of her. The days that followed became the reverse of her dream itinerary. Instead of tea ceremonies, she brewed tea for her mother. Instead of walking through bamboo forests, she steadied her mother's fragile steps down the hospital hallway. The long-awaited trip to Japan became an open wound, and each photo of cherry blossoms on her social media felt like salt rubbed deep into it. But slowly, something shifted. In those endless afternoons by the hospital bed, Elisa heard stories she had never taken the time to listen to before. They laughed at old photographs, cried over buried memories, and rebuilt ties that everyday life had frayed. She discovered that her mother, too, had once dreamed of traveling, a dream quietly shelved for duty and responsibility. One afternoon, as Elisa adjusted her pillows, her mother whispered, her voice fragile, "I know how much you wanted to go, sweetheart. I'm so sorry for this." Elisa looked at the face lined with age but radiant with unconditional love, and in that moment a wave of clarity washed away every trace of bitterness. "Don't be sorry, Mom," she said softly. "I'm exactly where I need to be." And for the first time, she truly felt it. Her mother recovered, slowly but steadily. The trip to Japan was gone, along with the money invested. But Elisa had gained something infinitely more precious: time. Time that could never be replaced. Time she would never have had if she had been on the other side of the world. Months later, while sorting through her travel insurance papers, she stumbled across her old itinerary. The flawless notes, the precise timetables, it all looked as if it belonged to another lifetime. She smiled. Not with sadness, but with a new kind of wisdom. Her dream trip had not been canceled. Its destination had simply changed. It had brought her here, to rediscover love and connection in the place she had always belonged: home. The golden pin still gleamed on her map, but now it stood for something greater than a destination. It was a reminder, a truth carved into her heart. Planning is good, but learning to accept the unexpected is essential.